Alright, this video is for Biology 234 and we'll be going over the Endospore Stain. And so to get started, what we need are old cultures of B. subtilis. So I've been growing these since July 21st and today is August 6th. So I think it's been like 2 or maybe 3 weeks. So these should have endospores in them because B. subtilis will grow endospores. And so the first step is to heat fix a smear of old culture of B. sub. So we will grab a clean slide and label it for endospores. And so we will sterilize our loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then with my pinky, I'll open the tube and grab a loop full of the old B. sub culture. And then just smear it onto or across my clean slide, because you want it to be a thin layer of cells. So this is what my slide looks like, and so I'll allow that to air dry and then we will be right back. Alright, so our smear is fully dry, and so now we can heat fix our slide. So we'll grab the side of it with a clothespin and then just run it above the top of the incinerator for 20 to 30 seconds. But we can do it a lot longer to encourage endospores. Alright, it's been about a minute, so that's about twice the amount of time we normally would do. So hopefully we have some endospores. Right, so the next step is to apply malachite green to the fixed smear and allow it to sit for 3 to 5 minutes over a hot water bath. And the purpose of the hot water bath is that the steam helps the stain get into the slide. So we'll put it over our hot water bath and just cover it with the malachite green. And so I'll let that sit for 3 minutes and then we'll be right back. Alright, it's been 3 minutes, so now we'll move on to the next step. And I also wanted to mention that it's very important that the slide doesn't dry out, but I put so much malachite green on there that it's not going to dry out. But that's something to keep in mind. You would just add more if it started to dry. So step 3 is to rinse the malachite green off with water. So I'll just rinse it with my squeeze bottle of DI water. And then transfer this over to the staining rack. And then we will apply safranin stain. So once we've rinsed our slides, we'll cover our slides with safranin stain. and allow that to sit for 1 minute. Alright, so the stain has been on there for 1 minute, so we'll just dump off the excess stain and then rinse off our slides again. So you'll just rinse it until the water runs clear. And then we'll allow our slides to dry, but we'll blot it with some bibulous paper to speed up the process. So you don't want to put any pressure on it, just allow the paper to absorb the water. Because it's easy to scrape the cells off of the slide. These bacterial cells that are stained by the safranin are the B. subtilis. And I just want to point out some things that were stained by the malachite green but are not endospores. So what's at the pointer is definitely not an endospore. It's way too big, and it's not a uniform shape. The endospores are usually round or kind of oval, but this one, you can see the sides are not uniform. Alright, these that are above the pointer are also likely not endospores. The instructor told me that these are likely just dried stain. Alright, so the green bits that are right above the pointer, I believe those are endospores. Annie told me to look close to where the B sub cells are, which are stained in the safranin. And so I believe this one, and that one, and then this as well is an endospore. And then you'll see small little green dots basically. So like this is probably not an endospore, but up here, I believe those are likely endospores. These right around here near the pointer are likely endospores. And I'm just focusing in and out so you can see the different layers. Well, here's a really good clump of the B. subtilis. So let's see if we can find some endospores in here. So I think this is likely an endospore right next to the pointer. The little green dot. So above the pointer, the green dot is likely an endospore. Like, great. So let me get in focus. So these are likely endospores right in here, right above the pointer. Those are likely endospores. And a little bit further up, right here, these are likely endospores as well. Alright, so these right above the pointer are likely endospores. If you can see they're kind of green. And then above here, so let me get close to it. So the green cell right above is likely an endospore.